much for watching the show and the channel with Angelo Christian. So every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central, we do Talk with Angelo live. It's a YouTube live where you get to chime in, talk with me, ask me any of your real estate questions. And so we've been doing this since 2021, last year. We've been on YouTube since 2017. So we're going on 4 years of YouTube. I've been actively lending in America for over 20 years and thought I'd come to social media to educate people, teach them, empower them about real estate, about mortgage lending, about finance. And so we're a direct nationwide lender. And this is what I specialize in. I've been doing this my whole career. We do commercial loans, we do residential loans, we do all different types of financing. I hope everybody can hear me and see me okay. So, and I've decided to, come to America to let them know, to open up and say, hey, if you need a mortgage loan, you need financing, you reach out to Angelo Christian. I'm your #1 guy to help you to get you your loan. So you can always call or text us at 832-431-6331. It's where America goes for funding, guys. For the last 20 years, we want to be your lender, and we're here to help you guys to make your life better, to transform your life. Buying a home is a major accomplishment, a major milestone, just like getting married, just like having children, just like, having any huge success in your life. And getting a home loan or getting a business loan or a commercial loan is a big step forward, a big accomplishment. And we take pride in being a part of that with you and helping you to get through your journey of getting funding for your loan. And it's not always an easy path. Sometimes it's a hard road, and we want to be there to help you with whatever you need to get your financing. We've done some of the toughest loan transactions. Helping people with 500 credit scores to boost their credit score up to get pre-approved. We've helped, so many different types of first-time buyers, veterans, single parents. So we've really gone above and beyond, and we have phenomenal reviews. You can look us up. I encourage you to look us up on Google. You can look us up on Google. Just Google Angelo Christian Mortgage. We have over 414 reviews on Google of happy customers that we've helped. So you don't get that type of reputation by doing things wrong. You do it by doing things right and putting in the work, working hard to help people to transform and whatever they're trying to do with finance, and getting a loan. So anyway, that's our story. We are a direct mortgage lender. We lend nationwide. We do all different types of loans, from investor loans, commercial loans, hard money loans, blanket loans, no documentation loans, FHA, VA, USDA, construction loans, conventional loans, land loans, jumbo loans, HELOC loans. So we are your lending hub, your lending source, and so that's why we're here. And so we'll answer any of your questions that you have when it comes to loans, or real estate and credit. And also we're always, the cool thing about our company, is that we're always looking to hire great people. So if you ever want to, think about joining the team, joining the company, send us your resume. Shoot me your resume to angelo@chihomeloans.com, and maybe we'll hire you. We're always looking for great people. We lend nationwide. We're always looking to expand and grow, looking for great talent to add to the team. Maybe you want to get into real estate. Maybe you want to learn more about this industry. You can come work with us. You can sit right next to me and I can teach you this business. So that's another thing too that's really cool. We also have a real estate university. If you can't come to Texas, or you can't come to one of our branches, in Florida or wherever, then you can learn virtually. We have Real Estate University. I built a real estate university platform where you can study real estate online and learn the business. So check out Real Estate University. It's a great program to learn, to expand, to grow. And we've been doing that for 4 years. We built Real Estate University. It's a phenomenal online platform if you want to learn to master real estate. And I'm the one that created it. I'm the one that designed it. So I'm very proud of that. So if you want more information on Real Estate University, you can also ask me down below. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me any questions that you want. That's why we're here, to educate you, to empower you, to teach you. So anyway, I have some stuff that I want to talk about tonight. I'm just taking some notes of some things I want to go over before we got on the show this evening. So a few things I do want to talk about that I think that are noteworthy. And guys, I appreciate you giving me a thumbs up on the YouTube channel. We need all your help, your support. Please share this content with anybody that you know out there that's looking to get into mortgage. They're wanting to learn about loans. They're trying to buy a house. They're trying to get financing. Share their information. We have our website, official Angelo Christian, our YouTube channel, our Instagram. So Angelo Christian, Facebook. You can check all that stuff out. If they have more questions, you can always call or text us at 832-431-6331 as well. So a lot of stuff I want to talk about is, so first thing is 2022 is here. We're almost 2 weeks into the year, and it's cold. It's cold weather, which I don't like, and I want warm weather. But the market is more concerning to me. Right to start off the new year, the Federal Reserve's raised interest rates, like we talked about. If you remember on some of the last shows that we had, where we had some concerns about the Federal Reserve raising interest rates and mortgage rates going higher. They've already started that, guys. Interest rates have already started to go up, and it's taken a lot of people by surprise. Okay, we saw, mortgage rates go from 3% to 3.25%, and they told us that they're going to continue to raise rates, and we knew this was going to happen. We knew they were going to raise the interest rates, guys, and so this has happened. Rates have gone up, higher mortgage rates, higher payments. It's a reality, and I told you I wouldn't be surprised, in the next 5 years, if you saw, another 5% mortgage rate again. I would not be surprised about that. So if that happens, and it can happen, it's going to affect how much you can get approved for. Remember, for every 1% interest rate lowers your buying power by $30,000. So if you're trying to buy a $300,000 home and interest rates go from 3% to 4%, you're not going to be able to get a $300,000 home. You can only get $250,000, right? So the thing to be mindful of is, if you're trying to buy a house, you're trying to get a loan, do it sooner than later while the rates are lower. Okay, lock in your rates sooner than later, because if the rates go higher, it's going to hurt your payment. It's going to affect your qualification. It's going to hit your debt ratio. So, and I think that, that's, it's inevitable. I mean, you're in an inflationary situation where everything's going up. You have lack of right now because of COVID. I mean, everything is just delaying, from Amazon to your restaurants to your grocers to, every tradesman is backed up because of COVID. So you have a situation where you have lack of labor supply, increased demand for everything, right? So you're going to have inflation, and with inflation, you're going to have rising interest rates. It's just the way that it works, guys. And I'm not an economist, and I'm not trying to preach like I'm an economist, but I know how mortgage rates work, because I've been doing this for my whole career. So what I'm telling you is that if you're waiting to buy a house, don't wait. Think about buying a house sooner than later to get a loan to lock that in, so you can get a lower mortgage rate, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you, because I think that you're going to see higher rates. I think the rates are going to go higher and higher and higher until they can curb some of this. Now, again, I'm not worried about the U.S. economy. I think that we're in the best, economy in the world. I do think that, we've been living on, credit and debt for too long, and that someone's going to have to pay the piper. And there are obviously a lot of problems in the world, but we are in one of the greatest countries in the world, and I'm definitely pro-America, and I want us to succeed as a nation and do very well. I just I know that if you guys are out there, and I'm just talking about buying a home right now and lending, if you're trying to buy a home, do it when interest rates are lower, so you can have a more affordable house payment. If you have a 4% interest rate versus a 3% interest rate, the payment difference on a $300,000 home is $300 a month. It's a lot of money, okay? That money can go for your kids, for bills, groceries, gas, whatever. Definitely don't put that on a mortgage rate. So, and I think that's going to continue to happen this year. I think you're going to see higher interest rates. I just think that's the way it is. And I think that, it's not anyone's fault. It is what it is. So the bottom line, the takeaway is if you're looking to get a loan, do it sooner than later. Don't wait. Do it sooner than later. Don't wait. Call or text us at 832-431-6331. And remember, guys, we're always giving away free Amazon gift cards. If you're out there and you haven't given us a Google review, give us a Google review. We'll hook you up and give you an Amazon gift card. Everyone that's watching this show, everyone that's watching this channel needs to be giving Angelo Christian a Google review, and we're going to hook you up with an Amazon gift card. All you got to do is go to Google, Angelo Christian Mortgage, leave us a 5-star review, send us confirmation that you did the review, and as soon as that review posts on Google, we're going to send you an Amazon gift card. That's our commitment to you guys out there, okay? And so however many Google reviews that you get for us, we're going to give you as many Amazon gift cards as you can get for us. We're going to hook you guys up. So if you want to get Amazon gift cards, you want free money, go give us a Google review on Amazon, and we'll hook you up with an Amazon gift card. So please do that. Don't forget about doing that. Also, we always do a lucky winner every week. We're going to ask you a test question on something, and whoever answers that first correctly wins a Amazon gift card. That's our payback to you guys to hook you up. Is we'll give you a free Amazon gift card. We're going to ask you a question on the show, something that we discuss, and if you answer that correctly, and the first person to answer that thing correctly will get an Amazon gift card. That's how we're going to hook you guys up because we love you guys so much. We are here for you and help you to serve you, and that's why we're here, to help and empower you guys. So things I want to go over tonight is we have a new show coming out in February. We've been doing Talk with Angelo for over a year now, where you guys can tune in and ask me questions on YouTube. But I wanted to kick that up a notch, and I wanted to do a live call with Angelo. So we're doing a Super Friday starting in February, where you can actually call in and talk to me directly and ask me questions. We can go over things together. It can be a question answer. We go over your scenario. We talk about it. We discuss it. And you actually call and talk to me directly. And it's on a recorded call. And then we post those questions out to everybody so that way everyone can hear the scenarios, understand them, and how I explain how to walk through them and get around them. So it's Super Fridays, Friday at 11 a.m. New show coming out starting in February, where you can call in, talk to me. We discuss everything about your situation, and we figure out how to resolve it, how to fix it, how to make it better. So I want you guys, and we'll release all the details on that on our YouTube channel and our email and social media. That's a new show coming out with Angelo Christian, February 2022. Super Fridays, Call with Angelo. Call, talk to me. You actually work with me directly. It's not a third party or another loan officer. I actually talk to you directly. We go over your case, we go over your situation, we figure out how to solve it, what the options are, the loan programs, the solutions. So that's a new program coming out, and we'll have more details of that as that comes out later this month. So that's coming out, Call with Angelo, February 2022. Next I want to talk about is, and remember guys, if you have any questions while you're watching the show, feel free to ask me any questions that you want. If you have anything that you want to ask me down below. You can ask me on the YouTube chat box. Just hit me up, ask me a question. If you guys have a question about a loan program, something that you have on your mind that you want to discuss, don't be shy, don't be bashful. Ask me a question down below. I'm happy to help answer that question for you, whatever it is, with respect to real estate, lending, credit, loans, whatever's on your mind, hit me up down below, and I'd love to hear from you on any questions that you have. So moving on to other products that I want to talk about is the first-time buyer program. So a lot of people, and we get, probably 500 calls a week from people that are first-time buyers, and they're trying to figure out, what loan programs do they qualify for, what can they do, how do they get pre-approved for the loan, how much money do they need out of pocket, what's their interest rate, how much can they get approved for, what documents do you need. So I want to talk about first-time buyer because we do a ton of first-time buyer programs, and what are the best first-time buyer programs and how much money do you actually need to buy a house? So the premier, the best first-time buyer programs that are out there right now is FHA. There's conventional first-time buyer. There's obviously USDA. VA is another. I mean, if you're a veteran and you haven't used your VA benefits, it's the best loan that you can get. Those are the four main first-time buyer loans, okay? Conventional, FHA, USDA, and VA. Now, for conventional, there are some programs that require that you have first-time buyer, that you've never owned a home. And the definition of a first-time buyer is someone that hasn't owned a home in the last 3 years, okay? So we have conventional programs with 0 down and conventional programs with 3% down. We have FHA, we have VA, which is a veteran military loan with 0 down, 100% financing. And then we have USDA, which is a 0 down rural program. It's called a United States Department of Agriculture loan for rural development. This is for developing smaller towns or cities all over the nation. And you can get 100% financing with the USDA for single family homes for someone that doesn't own any real estate. So you have these four programs that you can qualify for. Now, each one has its own set of qualifications, okay? Its own set of, just all kinds of stuff, loan limits, debt ratios, documentation. The main thing that I'll say is that each one is going to require some sort of income and credit verification. The minimum credit score for FHA, VA, USDA is a 620 credit score. You have to have at least a 620 credit score. So your middle credit score of the 3 scores has to be 620 or higher. All right? So for the USDA, the maximum debt to income ratio that you can have is 45%. That's the maximum debt ratio that you can have. For FHA, the maximum debt ratio that you can have is 56%. For VA, the maximum debt ratio you can have is 60%. Okay? Conventional, the maximum debt ratio that you can have is 43, 45%. So why does this matter? Because they're looking at how much your income is, how much your debt is. And based on these ratio limits will determine how much you can go up to on the loan. Okay? So the other thing is that they don't really want to see any major credit, no bankruptcies or foreclosures on your record in the last 3 years, right? You have to verify your income, fully documented with W-2s or tax returns for the last 2 years, last 30 days pay stubs, okay? So they require that we document this information to determine your credit worthiness and your loan approval. Now, with the conventional loan, if you do 0 down, 100% financing, what we offer, you can go up to today a $647,000 loan. All right, so you can buy a very nice home with 0 down, 100% financing. It does require at least a 700 credit score, maximum debt ratio of 45%. Okay, but you can really do a 0 down, 100% financing with conventional. You could do 0 down with VA. With VA, there is no loan limit. You can go up to a $2 million loan with VA, okay? USDA, there is not a loan limit, but there's an income limit. USDA has, what's the minimum score for FHA? That's a great question. The minimum credit score right now for FHA is 620. So the minimum credit score right now for FHA is 620. So, and then conventional loans though, so government loans, the minimum credit score is a 620 like we talked about. Conventional loans, now I know there's a lot of advertising and marketing out there that conventional loans will do a 620 credit score. The thing I want to be honest with you, because that's the way I do my business, is yes, it is possible to get a conventional loan with a 620 credit score. You're welcome. We appreciate you. So, but realistically, you're probably not going to get approved if you have a 620 credit score for conventional. Unless, when calculating debt to income ratio, what types of debt do lenders look at? That's a great question, Jorge. Great question. So, they look at the debt that's on your credit report. Okay, so you usually have car payments, credit cards, student loans, auto loans, You know, they look at child support. If you pay child support, if you have any payments to the IRS, right? They're not looking at utilities or food or cost of living or rent, but they're going to take all those debts that you have into consideration. Okay? You have things that are showing up on your credit report and some collections. If you have collections, they can put collections into your debt ratio. Like if you have a 5,000, let's just say you had a collection from 3 years ago for $5,000, the underwriter will take the collection, let's say it's 5,000, and do a 5% multiplier on the collection, and then they'll put that into your debt ratio. Even though you don't pay on the debt, it's gone, it happened a long time ago, it's out of your mind. But let's say you broke a lease on an apartment, and that lease was for $10,000. You can't think that when you try and go and get a house, that's not going to come up. They're going to bring that up. See, and that's the thing that I talk to people all the time, and they think that getting a house is like getting a car loan. It's not the same thing as getting a car loan. A house loan is way more complicated. You know, a car loan, they can fund you right there on the same day. Sometimes not even verify income. You know, hardly any questions asked. A house loan is way different. They're going to go through your credit report with a magnifying glass, right? And you gotta, if you had stuff on your, I'm not saying anything bad if you had stuff on your credit. I'm just saying that you have to be prepared. If you have issues, we gotta be able to address those issues. If you ever had any issues on your credit, and like I say, you broke a lease, for example, that could come up, and they might make you pay that. So yes, you can become a mortgage broker with a bankruptcy. You can. Now, I'm glad you brought that question up. So one of the things that, and with our company, you could always be, because we can sponsor you and you can work with us directly under our company's license too. But if you try to become an independent broker, you have to get your license through the state. And the state has certain requirements for credit for mortgage brokers. And so some of the states, every state's different. I don't know what state that you're in. Oh, you're welcome. Hey, good evening, everybody. So I don't know what state that you're in. Some states are very strict on the requirements to get approved as a mortgage broker. Okay? So, you know, it depends. Like Texas is a little bit more lenient. But there are some states. Yeah, Texas, you should be able to get your license if you had a bankruptcy. You just have to probably write a letter of explanation. Write a letter of explanation explaining what happened, and now you're trying to rebuild your future and build a career, and you're building your credit, and you should be okay. You know, obviously it's up to them. I don't work in that department, but you know, you should be okay with that. We would be okay with that, hiring you with that. We would just want to know what happened. You know, and hopefully you're on your feet. But yeah, I mean, you know, there are some states that could be a problem though. You know, because I've seen some states where they have a little bit different requirements, you know, for that. But all in all, that shouldn't be a deal breaker, in my opinion. But, you know, so anyway, first-time buyer programs, you know, conventional is a great program. You got to have a little bit higher credit score, 700 plus for zero down. Yeah, I know that people advertise out there conventional, you can do zero down. I'm sorry, down to 620. But I've rarely seen many loans get approved conventional. You're welcome, Tristan. We appreciate you. So we appreciate you for watching the channel. But if conventional is a great program. A lot of people don't know you can do conventional zero down 100% financing. We have that product. So those are the best first-time buyer programs in 2022 in the market. So if you know anyone that is worried about buying a home because they don't have 20% down, because that's the whole argument, is that most people think they need 20% down to buy a house. You know, according to, and this is according to New York Times, they did a study that said it takes the average person 13 years to save for a 20% down payment. And so, and the thing that, if you think about that, obviously that person had to live somewhere for 13 years, they're paying rent. So why would you, my argument to that is that why would you wait 13 years to buy a house? when you could buy a house with a first time buyer program with little to no money down? Like what? I mean, you can't. I don't care who you are watching this show, whether you're a mathematician or you're a scientist or a doctor. You can't argue that it makes sense to own a home versus renting, and that you don't need 20% down. Okay, you can buy a home with little to no money down with any of these first-time buyer programs that I just mentioned. So the reason why I'm telling you this, so you're aware, so you guys are out there, you can take action to get your home approved with us. So you can call me to get your house approved, so you can buy your house, so you're not wasting money on rent, thinking that you need 20% down, thinking that you need $100,000 down payment to buy a house. Now, if you have the money, that's great. That's not a problem. But not everyone has 20% down. And so if you have 20%, listen, I'm all for putting a down payment on a house and, lowering your payments and your rates and everything like that. But you're not going to get a lower interest rate from putting 20% down and 0 down. Okay? It's not like how you think. Now your payment will be cheaper because you're financing less. That's true. There's no doubt about that. Your loan's smaller, so your payment is smaller, but the interest rate isn't higher just because you don't put money down. These are government-sponsored loans. The government's backing the loan. You get a 30-year fixed mortgage FHA at 3.5%. That's the same interest rate as if you put 20% down right now. So there's no difference. So, there's not really any justification that someone can really give me why you shouldn't buy a house if you qualify for a first-time buyer program versus renting. I can't, especially you're in an environment right now where rents are going up higher than house prices. Rent prices are increasing 4% in 2021 over house prices. So it makes no sense to be a renter. If you're watching this show and you're renting and you want to own a home, stop doing it because you don't need to. You can own a home. You really can. And we can put it together. Now, I'm not saying that, you may not be ready right now, but we can get you ready. And that's the thing that's different about our company is that a lot of people, I think they're always intimidated to deal with mortgage companies or lenders or banks is because they're always worried that they're going to get denied. And I know that feeling. There was a time in my life when I didn't want to talk to lenders either because I was worried about getting denied. And I remember one time I applied for a credit card, and I'm not going to say the bank's name, and I thought I was great. I thought I'd be a good candidate. I could get approved for the credit card. And anyway, they denied me for the credit card, and they didn't tell me why. And then after they denied me, I heard them laughing in the background on the phone, and it really hurt me because they were laughing and they wouldn't tell me. They said, well, you're just going to get a letter in the mail. You're just going to get a letter in the mail and that'll tell you why you got denied. And the girl was laughing in the background afterwards, and then she hung up the phone on me. And that really hurt me a lot because I didn't feel like I needed to be treated like that. So and that's one thing that I vowed when I built my company, that I would never treat people like that, even if they didn't qualify. So one of the things that's different about our company is, we're going to help you and show you the path, help you to get pre-approved, show you the way on how to make it happen. You may not be ready right now, right? You may need to fix something with your credit. You may need to fix something with your income. But we're going to guide you along the way to get you there, to make it happen, to get it done. And that's our promise to all of you guys out there is that, getting a home loan is not the easiest thing. It's kind of tough. It's a little bit tough to do. So you got to put in some effort. There's paperwork, things you got to do. And so, sometimes you're not going to always like the feedback that you get. And a lot of lenders are going to deny you for the loan, because you're not A1 credit. And then, so we don't have that approach though. A lot of people are scared to have their credit ran and they don't want anyone to check their credit. They're worried about hard inquiries. And my thing is that, with us, let us help you. You need someone to show you the way, to teach you on how to get the loan, how to buy the house, what to do, and we want to be there as your guide to show you how to make it happen, okay? And that's what we're going to do. That's how we're really different in our company, because our spirit is in alignment with your spirit to help you guys out there to buy your house. So, and that's who you're working with when you call us. You know, it's not some company with 50,000 people working there and you just get thrown through an automated system. You know, you're working with real people that care, that are passionate about helping you guys, you know, get your house. So, anyway, that's the answer to the question on the first-time buyer program. In regards to, yes, in Georgia, we have first-time buyer. There are down payment assistant grants to get up to 5% down for down payment and closing costs. Georgia Dream. So if you're in Georgia, I want to hear from you, because we love lending in Georgia. Georgia is one of my favorite states to lend in. You know, and so that's I think that's Tyler Perry's state, right? And the Atlanta Braves, the world champions. So that's a great state. Georgia's a hot state right now. You know, a lot of people are moving to Georgia. And so, and I love lending in Georgia. You know, I'm a big fan of that state. I've always loved Georgia. It's one of my favorite states. Florida's my first favorite state, and Texas, and then Georgia. You know, I love, it's a great state. We're helping so many people in Georgia. Beautiful state. A lot of great people living there. Oklahoma's a great state too. I love Oklahoma. I got a lot of, yes, Oklahoma is a wonderful state too. I mean, it's a sister state to Texas, and I love Oklahoma. I love everything about studying. It's an amazing state, you know, studying about the Indian reservations, and been to many of the casinos in Oklahoma. And you guys got great people in Oklahoma, a lot of hard workers in Oklahoma. You know, I do a lot of business with banks in Oklahoma. You know, so yeah, we have an office in Miami, in Brickell. You know, so yeah, I mean, Miami, Georgia and Florida, they're pretty much connected. You know, I mean, they are physically, but I mean, a lot of the similarities, a lot of the people go back and forth from Florida and Georgia. So, and we do a lot of loans like that. So yeah, I mean, Oklahoma, same thing. There's first-time buyer programs in Oklahoma. So where you can buy a house and get closing costs and down payment assistance. So that's the bottom line. What I'm trying to tell you is that, you know, and here's the thing that, thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you we want to hear from you. We really do. So we do loans all over, and you know, that's why we're here to make a difference. The thing that here's what I'll tell you, that, and I don't know where everyone's at that's watching the show, but you know, my question to you guys: what do you have to lose? Okay, you're not paying any money. There's not a contract. We're not taking anything from you. You're not gonna lose anything. And then yes, Texas VA. Texas Vet is the #1 loan. You're right, Tomas. Texas Vet. So yeah, you're ready. If your credit's in the 600 or 650, then we can make it happen. We can get it done. You know, we just got to go through. We got to look at it, and then we're gonna, you know, send you a roadmap, and then, you know, guide you along the way to get there. Now, the thing that I do want to talk about, what I think is important, is that you guys are aware that it's a process. Okay, just like your job is a process. All of us probably watching this show or have to go to work every day. I do a lot of loans in Michigan, actually. I do. I got a good friend that watches this show a lot that I do a lot of loans for, a big investor in Michigan, in Detroit, and in Lansing. So I do a good amount of lending in Michigan. You know, I've always been. We lend nationwide. So there hasn't been a state that I have not done a loan in yet. I've done a loan in every state in this country. Every state, from Montana to Rhode Island to Florida to Hawaii. I've done loans in Alaska. Thank you guys. We appreciate you for always reaching out and all your support. Don't forget, if you want extra hookups, you want gift cards this year, give us a 5-star review on Google for an Amazon gift card. Just go Google Angelo Christian Mortgage. And if you give us a 5-star review, we'll hook you up with a free Amazon gift card. Just text us your review to 832-431-6331. We'll hook you guys up with a free Amazon gift card. But yeah, my point to you guys is that, you know, if you really want to own a home and you're trying to figure it out, we're here to help you, to show you the way. Don't be worried or intimidated. You know, have somebody that knows. It doesn't have to be me, but just get somebody that you trust, because it's just like a doctor. It's a major transaction, and you gotta go with someone that you trust, that's real, and that's going to be honest with you and help you, to show you the way. And don't work with somebody that is, you know, pretty much stuck up and doesn't want to deal with you if you don't have an 800 credit score or can't put 20% down, because that's 99% of the lenders out there. You know, if you don't have an 800 credit score and you can't put 20% down, they won't even look at you. And so don't work with somebody like that unless you want to. But then if you get let down, then what can I say? Hey, Kevin, good evening. Tomas, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys for watching the show and the channel. So that's why we're here. So, you know, the thing that, you know, like I said, you don't need 20% down. You can own a home. We'll show you the way. We have the programs to get it done, and that's the bottom line. So, you know, and remember with us, even if you're not ready now, we'll show you what you have to do to get ready to own your home. So don't forget that, guys. So, and if you know anyone that's trying to buy a house, share this information with them. Going on to some other things that I want to talk about, and if you are buying a home and you are going under contract, this is for you. It's called the financing contingency. Remember that word, financing contingency. It's in a contract. Why am I talking about this tonight? Well, when I first started the business 20 years ago, I had a customer of mine that went and bought a house from a builder, went under contract, and he went on his own, didn't have a realtor, and he gave the builder $5,000 to build a house for him, and you know, started the process with him, sent us the contract, we start working on the loan, and as time passes, he notices the builder really isn't doing much to, you know, get the construction going. And, you know, he goes and talks to the builder and says, hey, man, you know, what's going on here? I mean, you haven't even, you know, we're 3 months into this and you haven't even laid the foundation. And we're supposed to have the house up in 60 days. He said, man, I'll take, and the builder's like, look, I'll just take my time. I'm doing it when I can. He's like, but the customer's like, I already gave you $5,000 to build my house and we're supposed to close. My kids need a home to live in. He's like, look, buddy, you know, I can't get to it right now. So pretty much screwed my client on buying a house or building a house for him, and then in the contract that he had him sign, it said that his earnest money was non-refundable. So this is the key thing why I'm bringing this up tonight. So right now in 2022, and as you go from last year, one of the things we saw is that one of the fastest growing real estate markets of all time. Okay? And it made me think about my client 20 years ago that lost his money because the builders took it from him. Because of the contract that he signed, he didn't read it. And, you know, the contracts are very complicated, they're very lengthy. And it's not really his, I don't blame my customer for doing that. It's the builder that took advantage of him. But the thing why it's so important to have these contingencies in place in the contract is because of this reason. When you're in a very, very hot market like we're in right now, you're going to get a lot of pressure from the seller, a lot of pressure from the realtors on the seller side, a lot of pressure from some of the builders for you guys out there that are getting the loan to waive your contingencies. Okay? I was dealing with this last week with somebody and got into an argument with the realtor because they were like, you know, we got 5 offers on the house and we need your buyer to waive all of the contingencies. I'm like, and we want him to put $15,000 down for earnest money. And I'm like, look, I can't sponsor that. I can't advocate to that. I'm not the realtor in this transaction, but if you ask me, I think that's wrong, and I wouldn't do it. And thankfully, my client listened to me, and not his own agent, and didn't do the deal because it just didn't make any sense, didn't feel right. And I do think it's important to pay attention to your feelings, but sometimes you're not aware of what to feel because you don't know the law or contracts with a real estate. So, the bottom line is this: if you're out there and you're getting some type of real estate transaction, you need to make sure, what I'm trying to tell you is that you have the contingencies in place for the appraisal, for financing, okay? Meaning that if anything happens with the property, with your loan, that you get your money back, okay? You have to have these financing contingencies and real estate appraisal contingencies in place to protect you. Otherwise, the contract will be written one-sided to protect the seller. And if that happens, and for whatever reason he doesn't, yes, we can reach out on credit. Yes. So, so for whatever reason that the deal doesn't go through, the seller can keep your earnest money, and you can't let that happen to you. Okay. So don't forget that. Don't sign the contract till you make sure that you have those contingencies in place to protect you. I wanted to bring that up because it's just such an important thing. Okay, what were you saying about credit? Yes, we have okay, so I want to talk about credit for a second. So you guys know that we're a mortgage company, we're a lender. That's how we stay in business. That's how we make our money, how we pay our employees, how we pay our bills. We're not a credit repair company. Now, we do help our clients with credit if they need minor credit boosting. In conjunction with getting the loan, we'll help our customers to boost up their credit. Like, let's say you have a 580 credit score and you want to buy a house. Say, hey, Angelo, can you help me to boost my credit and buy the house? Yes, all day long. So we'll run you through our software, add trade lines, get things deleted, settle things, put things in dispute, add new lines of credit, and we'll get your score up in some way based on that. So based on our software with getting a house. Now, if you don't want a house and you don't want any loans right now, you don't want any real estate, that's fine too. We have a credit repair company, a team that can help you to, just fix your credit. And they can do the same thing. Now, they charge, it's not free, but they'll work with you directly. They normally charge $100 per deletion or $100 per activity, and they'll help you to fix your credit for you. And there's no contract with us to buy a house or get a loan. It's just we'll send them over to them to help you because you want credit repair. So if you want credit repair and you want to do that, then yeah, by all means, you can get credit repair directly from them. And it could be a combination of adding lines of credit, adding your rent, settling collections, disputing things, deleting things, buying trade lines, piggybacking off credit, other credit, whatever to get that score up. All right. So we have two different types of, credit boosting based on what you're trying to do, whether you're trying to buy a house and do credit boosting or you're trying to just do credit repair. Either way, we try to have some type of mechanism to help you based on what your goals are. So I hope that helps answer your question and what you're trying to figure out. So anyway, I'm really glad that you guys tuned in. Remember, we're doing our Talk with Angelo every Thursday, 6 p.m. Central. Talk with Angelo, 6 p.m. Central. And then Friday, we're starting Super Friday in February, Call with Angelo Live. So you get to call in, talk to me. I get to hear your voice. You hear my voice. We do specialize in VA, absolutely. We're the king of VA. And we do Texas VA too, and nationwide VA with no loan limits. We do jumbo VA, multifamily VA, cash out VA, all different types of VA financing that we specialize in. So for Call with Angelo Live starting Fridays in February, we want to hear from you. We talk on the phone, we collaborate, We figure out, we problem solve how to help you, how to fix your situation. And it's not just texting like this on the YouTube, like we're texting back and forth. You'll call me, we'll talk to me, we'll go over everything together. So that's Call with Angelo starting in February. So I'm really glad you guys, you reached out to us. You saw the show tonight. Remember, we're doing this every Thursday, 6 p.m. Central. You can call or text us at 832-431-6331 or go onto the website, Official Angelo Christian, or click on the link on the YouTube description down below to get signed up, to get pre-approved. We're here for you to help your life to transition, to go to the next level. Remember, if you want to get free money, Amazon gift cards, Google Angelo Christian Mortgage. Our goal is to get 500 reviews by the end of the month. We'll hook you up with a free Amazon gift card. Just go to Angelo Christian Mortgage on Google. Give me a 5-star review if you love me. And if you don't love me, don't leave a review. But no, if you do, please leave me a good review. We'll hook you up with an Amazon gift card. And then also, we're getting ready to do our little test quiz. So for the Amazon gift card, for the winner, we talked about it tonight. What credit score do you need for the first-time buyer program? So who remembers what credit score do you need for the first-time buyer program? Whoever answers that first is going to win the Amazon gift card tonight. So I'd love to know which guys do you remember for the Amazon gift card. You got it, Ed. Good job, buddy. Ed, you're the winner, man. I'm so glad, man. I'm so happy for you. You won. You're paying attention to the show. You're actually listening. That's great. I'm so happy for you. Tomas, it's 6:20, bud. It's not 6:30. You're close, Tomas. But if you leave us a Google review, Tomas, I'll hook you up with an Amazon gift card too. Ed, text us your email so we can hook you up with that Amazon gift card, my friend. Please leave us a Google review too. Don't be shy. Don't be a stranger. You guys are listening. You're paying attention. You're watching the show. That's what matters. Tomas, I'll still give you a gift card if you leave us a review. You're 10 points off. You're close, buddy. So we appreciate you guys, man, for doing that. That's so kind of you, and we look forward to helping all of you. Remember, don't watch the show, watch the channel. There's over 700 videos on our YouTube channel. We're there to educate you, to empower you, to teach you, to make a difference. Thank you guys so much for watching the channel. We love you so much. Thank you, Boss Lady. We appreciate you guys. Take care. Peace out. We'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.